Jamarl Thomas, and welcome to the Progressive Soapbox. So today on Twitter, I saw something that kind of annoyed me. Actually, not kind of, it did annoy me. Only because I want this enterprise to be successful. And behaving in this way is certainly going to undermine that ability to be successful. So, Cal from Justice Democrats and Secular Talk retweeted a post. So let me say the original post, and then I'll retweet the response. So, SaneProgressive lays out why Justice Democrats is going to fail. You can't win because there's fraud. Preach, Debbie. So they're talking about Debbie and SaneProgressive. Debbie did several videos just saying, look, there are problems that we need to face that Justice Democrats is not necessarily addressing. Justice Democrats responded, disagree on strategy? Fine. Rooting for our failure when you actually share Jesus Christ, can't get it out. Disagree on strategy? Fine. Rooting for our failure when you actually share our ideals? Congrats. You've armed our shared enemy. What the hell am I missing? SaneProgressive lays out why Justice Democrats is going to fail. You can't win because there's election fraud. Preach, Debbie. Did you even look at the video? Honestly. Because your response has no bearing in reality. None whatsoever. I watched her videos. Hell, I did a segment on one or two of her videos. She brought up honest points. And somebody criticizing you is not indicative of them rooting for your failure. What the hell are you talking about? I would hope that Justice Democrats don't mean tweet people that disagree with them. Yes, she shares your ideals. No, she disagrees with the way you're going about it because she doesn't think you're going to be successful. Where? In what reality? On what planet? Hell, on what drug? Is that rooting for your failure? Look, I've watched those videos. Her point is fair. I don't know what you're talking about. Her point is absolutely fair. At no point did she say she wanted you to fail. At no point did she even say she disliked the platform per se. She just has concerns. Now, you could say those concerns are bogus, and I would think you were absolutely crazy, but you can make that assertion. But again, disagree on strategy, fine, rooting for our failure. Where is the rooting for your failure? I mean, yeah, disagree on strategy, question mark. So you're okay with that, but the moment somebody disagrees with your strategy, they're rooting for your failure? Guys, I hope this is not the way you guys are going. The DNC is already a dumpster fire. I really don't see the point in people dumping money into another one. Challenge her point. I mean, if you really want to have the conversation, then challenge her point. But I gotta be honest, I think her point is somewhat unassailable on some of it. Like, I disagree that it can't be done. It happened in the Tea Party. I don't see why it couldn't necessarily happen in the Democratic Party. And with Trump in office, it is, for the most part, radicalizing Democrats, or at the very least, progressives. So I do think it's doable. But there's a second question in the sense of her saying, look, you have to deal with election fraud if you're ever going to get somebody in office. How is that wrong? How is that wrong? I don't get that. How is that rooting for the enemy by making that point? That's absolutely, factually, and empirically true. Bernie Sanders ran. And when Bernie Sanders ran, they were tossing people off the rolls. They were shutting polls down. They stole Nevada. How is that not electoral issues? I don't get it. How is that not electoral issues? They threw 100,000 people off the rolls in New York, in Bernie's district in Brooklyn. What are you talking about? At the very least, when Bernie was born. What are you talking about rooting for failure? She's right. Hell, take the general. Republicans were scrubbing people off the rolls, left and right. Come on. Cross-check, interstate cross-check. It was like, we have a James Brown. And we have a James Brown in the other state. Oh, we can cross that guy out. He's voting in 2 places. Wait a minute. That guy's name is James E. Brown. How is that not electoral issues? What about the black box voting, where you don't even necessarily know who you voted for? There's no ticket or anything else. You make your vote. Those machines are absolutely hackable. We don't even have access to the code base of those machines. It's proprietary software. How is that not sketchy electoral stuff? What about the way Republicans eliminate people off rolls? What about the way Republicans shut down certain voting districts? Voting machines. Polls. I'm saying it wrong. What about the people shutting down polls? All of these things boil down to electoral misconduct. Where in this is she wrong? That's what I'm missing. I'm fundamentally missing how she's wrong here. Particularly for a dumbass comment like that. Rooting for failure. If you don't agree with us, you're rooting for failure. Is it possible that her critique is just meant for you guys to be better? Is it? Look, Debbie's right. I'm not against... I do think Justice Democrats can work. But I do think you need to heed what she's saying. Because I do think some of the stuff that they do in regards to elections, if you naively go into this process thinking, oh yeah, we can field candidates and we're going to have fair elections and blah, blah, blah. That's absolutely naive. And that's completely counterfactual to the events that took place over the last year. Hell, since 2000. Have you forgotten the Al Gore election? They threw hundreds of thousands of African Americans off the rolls. When they were in for the House of Representatives and Al Gore was gaveling them down over and over again, the Black Caucus was essentially saying, they've cheated us. Why are you so weak that you're gaveling down people who are trying to support you? What am I missing? Even in the voting machines under Curry, in that race, there was weirdness with those machines. What are you guys talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Debbie's right. Or at the very least, she's right up to a point. And you guys are being dickish for saying just because she criticized you that she's rooting for failure. At no point was anybody in this process rooting for failure. All of us want you to be successful. Whether you are successful or not, or whether you will be successful or not, it's perfectly rational debate and up for conversation. If you can't have that talk, if you're so thin-skinned that the moment somebody criticizes you on something that's true, by the way, you're going to be sending out mean tweets. And good fucking luck. You're not going to last much longer if that's the case. If that's the attitude you're going to take. So, yeah, Justice Democrats, tighten up. I want you guys to succeed. You're not going to succeed if you're going to do shit like that. Thanks, guys.